we want to inform the governor that even though we look forward to liberate Biafra this year, the little time he has to enjoy and mock us as Biafra people while we struggle to exit Nigeria, we are going to handle this insult and we are going to address it in our own way. But let it be a record that this particular naming of the airport in Ebonyi State after Buhari is an insult taken too far. And we call on Biafra people never to address that particular airport in the name of Buhari. Just address it as Ebonyi International Airport. From tonight, address it as Ebonyi International Airport. The airport was built with the money from our land. The airport was built with the money from Ebonyi State, Biafra land. And it is not a privilege. Umahi did not do anything special. It is not the money from his pocket or from his business. It is the citizens' money, taxpayers' money, and we don't owe any gratitude to Umahi of Ebonyi State for building the airport. It is the responsibility of the government to build airport when airport is needed. But we cannot accept naming the airport after a man who hated us, who hates anything Igbo, who hates anything Biafra, who despises our people, whose hatred is very disgusting. And for Umahi in 2023 to come and name Ebonyi State Airport after Buhari is the insult taken too far. And like I said, we have received this insult. And we are going to address it in our own way and in our own pace. Today also, we've just witnessed how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case suddenly was called upon, and they heard the case at the Supreme Court today in Nigeria. And reading the reaction from our leader after the visit by the special counsel, everybody can agree that our leader was disappointed. And you all know that this coming of this court, was, in the public today. And you know that we have been calling for 2 weeks sit at home if the Southeast governors did not work to release our leader or tell us the whereabouts of our leader. All of a sudden, we just heard today that the case is coming up. And we have also been told that the case has been adjourned. Now, I read on the social media where some people are celebrating that some people were not aware that the court case is coming. What a foolish people. I do not know whether is that an achievement. Is that an achievement? Nobody knew that the case was coming up today. Nobody. Everybody get the information just like me. And just like every other person got the information. So if anybody coming to pretend to you that they knew that the court case was coming as at last week, disregard it. It's a lie. It is complete lie. If they told you that Onyendu court case was coming and they knew about it last week, it's a lie. I remember having gone through this particular issue with some of the lawyers of Onyendu, and we know that it has been a problem getting the court date or getting the court to fix a date for the hearing. it was a problem. And all of a sudden, it came up, who knows, either because of the threat of the sit at home for 2 weeks or by other compelling factors. But the truth is that nobody knew until today, and it doesn't matter whether some people come to social media to start telling you how they knew, and it becomes achievement. We are not here for that. We are here to fight to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to continue to liberate Biafra people from Nigeria. I want Biafra people to understand from the time Oyendu was kidnapped, the agenda of the Nigeria state is one and only one thing. And I'm going to tell you. The agenda of the Nigeria state by kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to stop and end Biafra agitation. That is number one. The most important reason why he was kidnapped from Kenya. After that, number two is that they want you to forget about Biafra and fight only for his release. And a lot of you who are not spiritually inclined have told the part of the Nigeria government, which is fighting only for his release and forgetting about fighting for Biafra. What are we doing different today? Why are we different? Why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu happy with what we are doing? We are different because we are not only fighting for his release, we are also making sure that we have taken the Biafra liberation to the highest level, which means the kidnapping did not in any way interfere in the liberation of Biafra. Because today, we have taken the struggle and the liberation to the highest level ever. So the kidnapping did not do anything. And our target, we have achieved it. What is our target? Our target is that we are going to make sure that the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu become useless to the Nigeria government. Have we not achieved that? That is one of the biggest achievements we have made. And we promised from the beginning that our aim, our agenda, and our target is to make sure that the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is useless. And also, making it useless is that we are going to take the Biafra struggle to the highest level, which we have done. And at the same time, we are also going to use our activities to demand for his release. And we are doing that already. And if he is not released by the 11th of May, which according to the report we got, is the day we postponed the adjournment of the court. The next hearing is going to be on the 11th of May. If he is not released by 11th of May, our sit at home will be a historic one. A historic one in the sense that it will be something that you have not seen in Africa. We are going to demonstrate how desperate we are to have our lasting peace in our independent nation of Biafra. And like I said, we will communicate with the all Eastern region governors officially and made our stand, and we're going to make the stand of the government in exile known to them. It is going to be the battle of who is in charge of the Biafra territory. Is it the Biafra government, Republic government in exile, or is it those who parade themselves that they still represent Nigeria within the Biafra territory? We are also aware the rumors of the president coming to commission Second Niger Bridge. Whether that is true or whether that is not true, we don't care. But the rumor is there. And because we know that they have commissioned that particular shambolic bridge many times. So on that note, the Biafra Republic government in exile has made it very clear that President Buhari is not welcome in Biafra land on the 15th of May. And for that reason, there is going to be a special sit at home on the 15th of May. 15th of May falls on Monday, and every Monday we have always observed our sit at home. But this particular 15th day of May is going to be a special sit at home, where the entire Biafra land from Hell Bridge to the entire cronies of Biafra will be under seal and lock and key. In protest against a satanic visit of the so-called President of Nigeria. We are putting them on notice that Biafra territory is now gradually being taken back by the Republic of Biafra government in exile. So this evening, we are going to answer your questions, address some issues, pressing issues. And the update coming from the Biafra Republic government in exile today is that many other departments has been activated. We have activated the Department of Children and Women Affairs. The Department of Children and Women Affairs is being headed by Wanda Blessing Wilson. Today, the cabinet met. We have also activated the Department of the Homeland Security Database Social Security is being headed by Jerry Nnanabo. Jerry Nnanabo is heading the Department of the Homeland Security Database Social Security and all that, the SSN of the Biafra. We have also activated the Youth and Sport Department and under the Youth and Sport Biafra Youth and Sport Department, we have our Football Federation. The Football Federation of Biafra at this point is being headed by Oba Chizoba Bonaventure. Oba Chizoba Bonaventure is the head of the Biafra Football Association from today. We have also, during the cabinet meeting today, activated the Department of the National Gallery of Art of Biafra. The Department of the National Gallery of Art of Biafra Republic Government in Exile is being headed by Mwada Judith Osazowa. We have also activated, during the cabinet meeting today, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile Department of State. The Department of State is being headed by Anorue Austin Obioma. The Biafra Social Service Department have also been activated today. The department is headed by Nenna Akabuiro Ike. We have also activated the Women and Children's Services, different from the Women and Children's Affairs. This department is being headed by Dorothy Adamna Anthony. The government, during its cabinet meeting today, activated the Office of the Disability Services. The Office of the Disability Services is being headed by Pastor Rose Allen. During this meeting as well, we also activated the Department of the Healthcare Facility Regulation that is being headed by Dr. Austin Okoli. Dr. Austin Okoli is heading that department. During the department, or during the government cabinet meeting today, the government also activated the Department of the Orientation and Youth Development. It is being headed by Linus Yu. Today, the Biafra government in exile also activated the liaison office in Australia. The liaison office in Australia is being headed by Iwunze. Biafra government in exile also activated the liaison office in South Africa, being headed by Mazi James. This list and their real names and details will be updated on the Biafra Republic Government in Exile website, in the official website, and then also on the official Twitter handle for those who wish to know who are those serving in Biafra Republic Government in Exile. So far, the government in exile has activated 55 departments and ministries. 55 departments and ministries. More of these departments are coming, and the inauguration of these various departments will be announced in May. Everybody should watch closely and all fingers crossed. Now, thank you very much. That is the update from the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Now we go to the proper program today, which is the question and answer. And the line is going to open for you to call. And calling is always through the Enter Biafra. So if you are watching from any other platform, you are going to, you have to log into Enter Biafra to be able to join us. Before I start opening the call, I want everyone to understand that Biafra is going to come either through referendum or by declaration. And if Biafra comes by declaration, I want you to understand that we are not only country that are going to, that are going to get the independence, our freedom through declaration. I want you to understand that the state of Israel also got their independence through declaration. And that's what I want to show you today, when Israel declared independence and when it was recognized by the United Nations. The state of Israel. Right? So I'm going to show you, before we open the line for calls, all of you know that Israel just had the independence celebration. So if you look at this, you are going to see here this is the state of Israel. And as you can see, the Israel independence is or was through declaration. The state of Israel declared independence on May 14, 1948. And one thing you should understand, that everything, all the countries that have been subjugated to all manner of things in this life, has always British attached to the oppressors. Every time in America is Britain, in Nigeria is Britain, in Israel and Palestine is Britain. As you can see, independent out of British Palestine. So Britain has been the biggest oppressor of the people of the free world. Today, it is the turn of Biafra people to fight their way out of British enslavement. If you do not understand what is going on, everybody has fought against Britain. Britain is the worst colonizers, the worst of them all. And when you look at this, you find out that, let me bring you so you know that I'm talking about Israel. This is Israel. As you can see, the state of Israel. Official language is Hebrew. And you see, independent out of British Palestine by declaration. And after the Israel Declaration of Independence on 14th May 1948, it took them 1 year of fight against British Palestine and probably against other powerful people in the world that are siding Palestine, including the president of Nigeria. It took them 1 year for the admission into the United Nations. So United Nations did not give Israel independence. They did not vote Israel to get independence. They did not vote Israel for referendum. They did not support Israel in the first place, because if they had supported Israel, they will not declare their independence. They will not get independence by declaration. So Israel has to fight against the norms of the United Nations. And it is after 1 year of fighting, defending their declaration, they now admitted them into the United Nations. So let us go to see what they wrote on the admission into the United Nations. Issuing relating to state of Israel and aspects of the Arab-Israeli conflict, and more recently the Iran conflict, occupy repeated annual debate times, resolutions and the resources at the United Nations since its founding in 1948. The United Nations Security Council has adopted 79 resolutions. So, of course, as you can see, it was founded in 1948, almost the same year that Israel declared their independence. And then in 1949, they adopted them into the United Nations. So when we are going to declare, of course, Biafra fought their own way, declaration of Biafra, and it ended the way it ended. And that's what we are here now to correct. So you're welcome to this evening broadcast for your questions, and let me address your answers. I'm address you by answering them. So the line is on. The line is on, and you must call through the Enter Biafra. Thank you very much. And if you are watching through the Twitter, we are going to cut you off. It is time that you come to our own platform and watch. If you are watching, all of you watching from Twitter, you are advised to switch over to Enter Biafra. Thank you very much. Switch over to Enter Biafra. Thank you. All right, here we go. The line is on. The line is on. All right, the line is on. You're welcome to the program.
Hello, Matt. Good evening.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, it's Betty again calling. How are you today?
I'm all right. Betty.
Yeah, from London.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You know what you were saying about Maz's case?
Yes.
The court hearing of today.
Yes.
And he's unhappy. The way he was very unhappy about the result.
Yes.
It's because Nigeria government, they don't abide by the rules. He's not supposed to be tried in Nigeria court.
Yes.
So by the virtue of the way he was renditioned, Nigeria courts do not have a jurisdiction. I don't know if he's a lawyer. They do address that as a very important issue. So it's really heartbreaking that even when Mazi is not well, the Nigerian court don't consider that.
Yes, and that's why we are taking the dimension we are taking now, and so we want to give time. You know, we have been waiting for 2 years now. That's why we waited and we didn't hear anything, and then we are trying to put most of the things we tried to put in place, and now we have succeeded in putting those things in place. It is now to strike, and that's what we are doing, one step at a time. So it is time now to come out with full force and show that you can't continue to illegally detain Mazin Amdekano and the other Biafrans, because the government of Biafra Republic in Exile has come, and it is their responsibility to take charge of Biafrans that are being persecuted within the occupied territory of Biafra and within the Nigeria territory as well.
Yes, but I just wish that his lawyers would be addressing that.
Yes, I believe the special counsel. That's why the special counsel is doing that. Barrister Aloy Jimako is doing a very wonderful job on that. He has been maintaining this stand that you can't try Onyendu in Nigeria, with the manner he was renditioned back to Nigeria. So it means that Nigeria has lost that particular jurisdiction and legitimacy to try him in any Nigeria court. Not only that he has stand on that ground, the Nigeria court has also ruled on that no court should try him in Nigeria. That's exactly what is going on. People don't understand this. That actually the court in Abia State
of all hierarchy in the judicial system.
Yes.
They're not supposed to be practicing practical practice. They should go straight to the point, and his lawyers should be stressing on that.
Yes, but one thing we are assuring Biafrans is just to support us and see what is going to happen between now and June. Believe me, we know how to break the camel's back. The only reason we have not done something before now is also the instruction that comes from Mazen Amdekano. That's number one. Number two is because we needed to put some things. We needed to put some things in their right perspective, and now we have done that. It is time to go to work, and we are going to work. Thank you very much. The line is open again. The line is open again. Meanwhile, we are waiting for callers to call. We are going to be going on commercial every now and then. You're welcome to the program. Hello?
Good evening, Your Excellency.
Yes, good evening from here.
All right. First of all, I want to express my displeasure to the usual Exu government over how they are handling Mazen Amdekano's case. Just like you rightly explained with the last caller, that Nigerian government lacks the jurisdiction to try this very matter. The British, through the Nigerian government, is playing a very dangerous game as regards to this very issue. And the British High Commission in Nigeria is very much aware. And the United States in Nigeria is also very much aware about the dangerous politics they are playing. But if what they need is the madness from Biafra, we have no option but to give it to them the way they want it.
Exactly.
So, then, as you just rightly read from the Wikipedia of Israel, how Israel became free, it's just the same fact that I think we're in the right path, because these people, if we are waiting for British Nigeria to give us independence through referendum, it will not work. Just like what they did to British Palestinians during the Israeli struggle under David Ben-Gurion. The guy waited for a referendum nowhere, and he declared, and he was recognized the following year. And I think this is exactly the same path we are going to take. And no apology from anybody. If the time is now, you can go ahead and declare Biafra. We will defend it. After much defense, they will still call us to recognize us.
Exactly.
I think this is the only way out.
Of course, that's where we are going, you know, and that's why it's very important we put all these mechanisms
and I want to thank our lawyer Ejimako. He's a very brilliant lawyer.
Yes.
But our lawyer Ejimako. He should keep it up. And not to be distracted with those comedians who have a YouTube channel. They will go to court and film themselves and they post it in their YouTube and people come there to watch. So he should keep it up. And with other lawyers that are with him.
Yes.
We are watching them.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. The lawyers that go to court with a camera, they go to court with camera to video and then come and post it on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel, you know, that is unbelievable. All right, the line is still on, open for your calls. The line is open. The line is open. We are going to, you know, I think if you are on video, you can also. We are going to take both video and the phone. So if you want to join on video, you can click the video sign on Enter Biafra and join us on video as well. So it is not only telephone. Okay, you can join us with video. Welcome to the program.
Hi, Simon.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. I can hear you.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Okay, internet.
Sorry? Hello?
Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, Simon.
Good evening.
Hello.
Please, if you are calling, you call very well and let me hear you. You're welcome to the program. Hello? Hello? All right, if you are calling, you make sure you have your network working and you're listening to the phone, not from the program. The video call is still open as well, so we can take both calls, can take both the video and both the phone calls. You're welcome to the program.
Hello, Sam. My able Prime Minister. Good evening.
Good evening from here.
Please, sorry. I went to the. Yeah, sorry.
Can you talk to the phone and not listening to the broadcast?
Hello. Sorry. I was going to ask you. I went to the internet to.
Can you talk to me and stop listening to the broadcast?
Hello?
Can you talk to me and stop listening to the broadcast?
Okay. I was just going to say, I went to the internet to check Biafra government in Ezai. You know, the old one these people put on there is still there. Is it possible to put our one in?
It is good. Yeah, it is being.
Biafra government in Ezai. It brings up this old government in Ezai.
It is being worked on. It is being worked on.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, the number is still open and the video call is also still open. Manchina, I'm not going to bring you because you are here to pay the program, so I will only bring those who want to make a contribution to the broadcast. So if you want to talk on the video, you just click the video sign under the screen on Enter Biafra, and it will bring you to the video. You're welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, my fellow PM. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, my PM, I have two questions to ask.
Go ahead with your question. Go ahead with your question.
Hello?
Go ahead with your question.
Hello?
Oh my God. I've told you people, if you are watching me and calling, please talk to phone, not the device, not the program. Talk to phone. The program is delayed. So can you talk to me through the phone?
Yeah, I've already posted. Sorry for that.
Go ahead.
So, my every PM, I want to ask you, like now, because I know Biafra are not my so United Nations, they are not going to do anything. If we declare Biafra now, are these two police and the army, are they still going to stay in Biafra land also?
Declaring Biafra means we are going to chase away every zoo police. We are going to chase away every zoo military. That's what declaration means. Chase them completely away out of Biafra land. And if your brother and sister have any, are part of the zoo army, they will just take their uniform and burn it. Because if we get them, they become prisoners of war.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And two, if Biafra is clear, are we still going to use it to Naira on our foreign commerce?
Why should he be asking such question? That is not a reasonable question. How can he be asking whether if Biafra is declared will be using Naira? What kind of question is that? There are some questions that you don't need to be asking, honestly. There are some questions that is just complete waste of time.
Okay.
Thank you. How can you be asking whether if you declare Biafra you are going to use Naira? What is your business with Naira? That is very unreasonable question, honestly. The line is on. You're welcome to the program.
Hello?
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 Yes, good evening.
Hello, Master, good evening.
Good evening from here.
Yeah. My question is, there is something that contributed in the corruption in the Nigerian system.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know how we are going to correct it in Biafra, in the nation of Biafra.
What is it?
Hello?
What is it that contributed to the corruption in the zoo?
The issue of affidavit, changing of age. People go.
Can you
affidavit,
talk
change of age.
Mm-hmm.
People. Yeah, it's change of age.
Anyway, so if you are calling me, you talk to the phone and stop listening to the broadcast. Now, let me address you. You are talking about change of age. By the time we start our database system, the credit and database system, that particular fraud and corruption is gone. Nobody will be able to change their date of birth or anything, because once you give birth, the child is registered digitally. So the child cannot grow up and go and start changing the date of birth. That's why there are fraud everywhere in Nigeria. There is nothing working in Nigeria. So we are going to have our database. The database, the fingerprinting and database system is going to solve that problem. Okay? And like you all know, we have people that are experienced in the database technology and all that. So the head of the Department of Social Security and Database is well experienced Biafran. So they are putting things in order. I think I need to make a program on the proposal or the plan of the Biafra database system, the Biafra social security and database system, what the government is bringing, what the government or the department is bringing on the table. You're welcome to the program. Hello? Hello? This one have network problem. Can't hear anything. All right, the line is still on. We are going to spend 1 hour here on this program. I think by tomorrow, because a lot of people are asking this question, we may start to explain how the database system will help to solve these problems that people are thinking about in Biafra. And then we have already a well-detailed proposal plan, on the implementation and all that. You're welcome to the program. Hello? Hello? Are you there? All right, network could not allow you to talk. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Ekpa.
Good evening.
Akpon Kekelemge.
There we go.
You can
Go ahead.
Let me go in English. In the zoo today, most of the evils in the judicial system is hidden through their secret trials and all those stuff. When we get our nation Biafra restored now, what kind of system, whether it's going to be open to the public or to journalists to be able to be in the courtrooms and publish all the proceedings, because in the case whereby people are arrested openly, and then during the trial, some will be chosen to be tried secretly, and others are chosen to be tried openly. So is there anything like legislation that will warrant that every person should be tried either secretly or open? If it is a secret, every person should be tried secretly. If it is open, every person should be tried openly. What I mean is allowing journalists to follow proceedings of every person that is arrested and arraigned, so that if we can arrest someone openly that has committed an offense, therefore, he could also be proven openly to the people that he is innocent or guilty after the jurisdiction. Is there any way you are looking into this issue? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let me address you. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So there is going to be secret trial and there's going to be open trial. It is going to depend. So we are going to adopt both the secret trial and the open trial. So it depends on the cases. Now, I want to give you an example of what is going to be open trial and what is going to be closed trial. For example, if somebody is being charged for a rape, okay, we will want to have that particular rape case in a closed trial to protect the interest of the victim, which always are women. So we wouldn't want to expose the vulnerable woman who have been a victim of rape to the public or to the media in the name of making the case open. No, it is going to be closed trial in such cases. But cases like, and of course, when it is closed trial, the victim, the suspect, after having been given sentence, the sentence will be public, the name of the person will also be made available to the media, to the press. But the image, the name, and the details of the victim, which is the woman, will be protected. This is the kind of system we are looking for in Biafra. So do you understand it now? But other criminals who involve in other petty crimes like drugs and all that, or who go to burglary, or who involve in robbery, if such thing can happen in Biafra, which I doubt because of this system we are going to adopt. Every other crime will be open, and people can come and observe it in the court. And remember, we are adopting a digital system. So as you are receiving your sentence, it is going digital. Have I addressed your question? Hello? Are you there? Okay, you're not talking again. All right, because I can't hear you. Are you there? All right, I think we lost him, but I can see that the line is still on. So the answer to that, I think I've addressed it. We're going to have both secret and open, depending on the case. And the only case that is going to be closed door trial is only case that has to do with a rape like this. Child issues and stuff, can be closed because we don't want to, expose the victims. You're welcome to the program. Hello? Are you there? All right, we lost him. Please, when you are calling, try to, make sure that your ear doesn't touch the phone, otherwise you go off. You're welcome to the program. Hello? Somebody will call and listening to something else. The line is still on. Welcome to the program.
Hello.
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 Hello. Can you talk?
Hello.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you. All right, Edward, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. Good evening from here.
Good evening.
Yeah, I just have a question. It has to do with the issue whereby the way we experience ghost workers back home in Nigeria, whereby you have a lot of ghost workers and someone is quietly taking their money and salaries. How can your administration, or how can we, combat this issue, whereby to reduce such, current, just such life, whereby people will be, these ghost workers will have hundreds and hundreds, which they lost so much money doing this. So which way do you intend to combat this issue, to avert this from continuing to happen when Biafra comes?
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clear.
All right. If you have followed our program, I've said that the database system will solve the crimes 70%. So if you have a database system, there is no way you are going to have a ghost worker.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yeah,
Yes.
that is true.
That solve many, like 70% of the problem will be solved by just that we have database, and then putting into practice, controlling detained affairs of the Biafra. That's the end of many criminalities.
Yes, definitely it will. Yes. Once you embark on database, it solves many things. Yeah, that is true.
Yes. And then now we have the head of our database and security system is well experienced Biafran who has presented a very powerful proposal that is mind blowing. So we are on the right course.
Thank you so much. We're happy with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. So if you want to call through the video, you are free to do that. We are taking video calls as well. Just click the video sign on Enter Biafra Channel 2 and you are going to join us, straight away. You're welcome to the program. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Simon.
Good evening from here.
Today is my first time of calling. I really want to thank you for the good work you are doing together with the Biafra government in exile.
Thank you very much.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Please, my Prime Minister, my question goes this way. How is this issue of money counter? Can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you.
Okay. I said, how is this issue of money counter, the counter of making fake money, how is this going to be combated when Biafra is arrived?
It is going to be combated by the Security and Mint Department of the Biafra Republic, and we are putting every measure in place to make sure that the Print and Minting Department take charge of that. You're not going to have counter money, even though we're going to have somehow cashless society and cashless economy, as the case may be. We are also going to consider those in the rural area, especially old women and all that. We're going to consider them. They're going to be cash circulation, of course. So it is going to minimize even those thinking about having a counterfeit of our Biafra money. It's not going to be possible.
Okay, thank you so much. I still have something else to say.
Go ahead.
About there is a post I came across today regarding the Sultan of Sokoto, talking about he's not going to allow the Biafra to emerge due to the oil wells he has in Biafra land. Like, that is very crazy.
He cannot say that. He don't have the power to say he can't allow Biafra to go. He's not holding us. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You're welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the program. Are you there? Hello?
Hello, Mazi.
Yes, you're welcome to the program.
Hello, Mazi, can you hear me?
Oh my God. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I'm so happy speaking to you tonight.
You're welcome. Do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question.
So go ahead with your question, please.
Okay. My question is, when we get there from now, what is the plan in making it as in the plan for the infrastructure? Please, what is the plan for the infrastructure? How are they going to handle the infrastructure in Biafra land?
I don't understand. What do you mean by how do you, this is not a specific question. This is not, your question is not specific. So can it be specific? What do you mean by, do I have to start explaining to you how they are going to handle the infrastructure? That's not a specific question. If you want to know how
what I'm saying is, what is the plan? What are they making? What is the plan on the infrastructure? As in, how are they going to yes.
How are they going to do what? Hello? I don't understand your question. How are they going to do what?
Like the building of our roads, recreational services, and other things. How are they going? How is the plan? How are we going to handle it? The people that are going to handle the work.
I still don't understand.
Handle the work.
So what exactly? How are we going to handle the work? How are we going to handle the work? I want you to understand that we have the inspection. We are going to have the inspection department that is going to be inspecting every infrastructural project that is being built in Biafra. Not all this kind of thing they do in Nigeria. So, if you are part of the contractors or the company is being contracted to build something, we are going to have the inspecting department that will inspect every infrastructure that is being built in Biafra to make sure that it gets up to the standard that Biafra people want. So because your question is not like very specific, I don't know how we are going to use professional to build infrastructure in Biafra land, and it is going to be supervised by another professional from a different department, which their job is to only inspect project in Biafra land. Not all this kind of thing that Soludo did, and they put sewage, to gutter, and the thing is even falling when it has not even, when the rain has not fallen, the thing is already falling, and the erosion taking them. So if that kind of project is in Biafra land, in Biafra government, we will have inspection, the people, the departments that are professional to check the quality of the materials being used, to check the lifespan of that particular project. If it is a road project, lifespan of this road project will guarantee. And then also, we are not going to allow pothole to come to the road before we repair it. We are going to be having road maintenance every year. We are going to take a specific month of the year to have road maintenance. The road maintenance is that, I don't know where you live, but where I live here in Finland, we have road maintenance every year. So what we do is that in our expressway, every year during the summertime, depending, we are going to be putting additional, limestone, additional korota into the road, to make it that, you don't see pothole anywhere. So every year we'll add something on top of the already used road. And that's what we're going to adopt in Biafra land. Not all this kind of Nigeria system or African system where once you build road, you will use the road until the pothole is everywhere. You'll be driving like this when you are, no, we're not going to allow that. It's going to be every year we put money in adding and, adding the road, adding up the road and make sure that the road is like, start in a higher standard, and will be supervised by professionals that will be working in a different department, which their job is to check the quality of the project and the lifespan of the project. That after the project, it will be estimated that it is going to last also years and all that. And then with the maintenance structure and the maintenance plan, that the road will be maintained every year. We are going to be maintaining this road, whether there is pothole or not. This road will be maintained every year. Have I answered your question? That's the example. I use the road as an example.
Another thing I want to say about those things. What about the illegal?
Sorry?
Illegal building. There are some
There will be no. There will be no. There will be no.
Houses that are built.
There will be no illegal.
To the road. You understand where they're supposed to tie the road? I mean, give way to the roads, like those illegal buildings and those buildings that are not up to the standard. So what are we going to do about it?
There will be no illegal building in Biafra territory. So every building that is not according to the plan of the Biafra, infrastructural and development department will be pulled down, and the people that own the building will be compensated by the government. So if your building is not in line with the structural development plan of the Biafra land, we are not going to destroy your building and allow you to suffer like they do in Nigeria. No, we're going to discuss it. The government is going to make a decision on that and compensate whoever affected the affected individual accordingly, and then carry out the project, and that's it. So going forward, first of all, we lay a very strong foundation on our sewage system. That is the most important thing. Once sewage system is done, we begin to talk about the buildings, the kind of building plan, building pattern, and the standard way of building and what we're going to do. Because we're going to have housing, government housing, very, very important to house those who can. Can they allow me to finish? To house those who are unable, who don't have the opportunity or the financial, capability to build their own house and all that. So government is going to provide housing for them, and those housings will be, from that time when the Biafra come, will be a very standard housing, just like you have in Europe and other developed countries. That's where we are going. All right, thank you very much for being part of the program. Some of you should be asking specific questions, not just come and talk and ask, what is the aeroplane? How is the aeroplane going to land? It's just like asking me, how is the aeroplane going to land? You need to apply brake before the aeroplane land. So be very specific in your question. And we have 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. So try to be part of those that will ask questions today. You're welcome to the program.
Hello, good evening, Mazi.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's been my first time calling you, but I've been following you a long time ago, since 2019.
You're welcome to the program.
Yes. I have two questions, Mazi.
Go ahead.
Also, my first question is, what would be the punishment of all these saboteurs and fallen angels in Biafra land when Biafra came?
Well, we are not.
And the second question is, like today, I checked Aloy Marcos' tweet. His tweet is different from the other barrister that called himself Barrister Caro White.
Yes.
So I want to know why their tweet is different.
Their tweet is different because they are panicking. If Mazinam cannot come out, what will be their fate? And while Aloy Ejimako is really concerned and what Mazinam cannot out, just like myself and every other person on this side. But if you watch their tweet, you find out that they are only celebrating that we are not aware that court is coming. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that something to celebrate about? And I made it very clear that none of them were aware that the court is coming. But you know, the people that are deceiving them think that they already have the information before. They don't have the information before. The same time they receive the information is the same time I received the information. So they don't need to pretend they have information like last week or something. It is not possible. But that is what they are celebrating. That it took Simon Ekpa by surprise.
That's stupidness.
Very
my
second
question is, those fallen angels, what will be their punishment when Biafra comes?
Yeah, that's now we are not looking at what is going to be the punishment of the people that betrayed the struggle. Let us get the freedom first, and we'll discuss that.
Okay, Martin.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Respect. Good night.
Thank you. All right. We still have a few minutes left. We still have a few minutes left. So welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi, I have another question I want to ask.
Go ahead.
Please, Mazi, when Biafra comes, unlike the failed Nigeria of today, where we see the police, moving with arms, the military, among the civilians, how is the police going to operate when Biafra comes?
This shows that you are not following our program every day, right? Huh?
Hello, did you hear me?
Your question shows that you are not following our program every day. You did not watch yesterday's program. Did you?
No, I didn't watch yesterday's program.
Okay, please go and watch it. Very important. We cannot allow that, but go and watch it so you can hear how I address that particular question. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. The line is still on. You're welcome to the program. Hello? What is that? You're welcome to the program. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, am I speaking with the Prime Minister?
Yes.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening from here.
This is Simon Ekpa speaking.
Okay, you're welcome to the program.
Yes, I spoke with you. I have three questions to ask, please.
Go ahead.
I'll try to make this snappy.
Go ahead.
The first one will be on housing. The second one will be on drugs. And the third one is going to be on the margin of the country. So the first one will be.
Go ahead.
Okay, the first one, which is on housing. How is the Biafran government going to curtail the issue of how house rent will be controlled so that the Biafrans can be able to afford the rent of how much houses will be in that part? How is the government going to do that? That's the first question.
The house rent will be controlled by the people renting the house, which is the ordinary citizens. So it is going to be a collective decision of the people renting those houses. Like what we have here in Europe is that you conduct what we call some kind of feedback or research from the locals. We have to regulate the housing, by the government, and the people you are electing into offices will also conduct a research to know the average income of people in Biafra land and make it to be very reasonable enough for that people can afford housing. And we're going to have categories.
Okay.
I'm going to have categories.
Okay, so thank you. The second question is, like, unlike the country where I am,
yes,
when you go to their hospitals, you find out there is no, you see doctors, but you don't see like drugs. Now, if you are treated and you have been prescribed a drug to buy a drug, you go to pharmacy to buy it. You don't see the drugs in the hospitals. Now, in the issue of Biafra, how is it going to be? Are we going to take the same system, or
we are going to take exact and better system.
Okay.
It is the same system we have here. So not like when you come, you go to chemist and tell chemist to mix you drug, and the person will open one can, open another can, and bring this one, and mix. So you get headache. But no, we're not going to adopt that. We're going to adopt the same system, just what you said now, and even a better one, because we're going to take from different countries, design it to suit our own, our own country, and then also considering the fact that Africans are abusing drugs. They abuse drugs. They are drug abusers. You know, when they say you are drug abuser, they take paracetamol more than as expected. It's also drug abuse. You abuse it. You have abused the drug. So we are going to adopt the system that you go to hospital and we have a centralized, controlled, pharmacy that will be responsible in giving drugs to people that were prescribed drug if you have a prescription. And then also you can go there, and there are drugs that are only for prescription, and there are drugs that you can buy from, the counter. So we are going to have that, exactly that same system, to reduce all those nonsense they do, that when you have a headache, you go and drink paracetamol or burana.
Without the doctor's prescription. Okay. Now, the last question I want to ask is, I want to draw attention, then you just claim me on that, the attention of Biafra. It's like when we were with our leader, Mazen Amdekan, he used to speak to us and boast and be very sure in his statement. I know categorically our leader speaks, hear from God and directly. There's no doubt about that. But when he was with us, he used to say, nobody can destroy Biafra, nobody can destroy IPOB, they have not given birth to the person, those kind of statements. Now, the question I want to ask is, he said those things with all certainty. Now, the question I want to ask is, were you working with Nnamdi Kanu or aware of those things he was saying then? Because when I see something sometimes, it seems like he was aware you are available. I mean, can you explain to Biafrans when Nnamdi Kanu was making those statements, what were those things in his mind? Because if not because Simon today, I think IPOB is gone. So what is given the zeal to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu when he's making those statements? That is what I want you. Can you explain to Biafrans?
You remember when he said he went to Jerusalem and prayed for men?
Exactly.
And he said he could not find anyone. Right.
He was saying, I need men.
Yes, and he said he could not find anyone. And he asked God that, how can he go to war with the women? And God said, when the time comes, I will send men to you. You remember?
Of course. Yes.
So, and I remember that in those times, he was still saying that nobody can destroy IPOB.
Of course.
Because he has gotten that assurance from God. So, the IPOB that nobody can destroy is what you see today in autopilot and Biafra government in exile.
Okay.
When Oyendu will come out, he is going to shock those who are not on this side.
Sure.
So, by every ramification, you will know that those who are actually have derailed from the goal and from the agenda of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And there is no excuse for it.
Sure.
So that is it. And I want to inform you that I have been in different meetings strategizing with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and none of the people that you see today has ever been part of that meeting with me and him.
Okay.
None of them has ever been part of any meeting that I attended with Mazin Amdekan.
Okay. Thank you so much, Simon. Thank you so much. You are doing a nice job. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I want to sing for you, please, Simon, before I go. Just a minute? Just
1 minute. 1 minute. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Ndị ahụ kọrọ gị ọnụ ga-akpọ gị onye ụwa ma mmadụ niile kpọrọ gasị ka gị ụwa n'ebe nwanne ha. Ndị ahụ chụpụrụ gị n'obodo gasị gị bịa bụrụ eze ha. Ndị ime haleluya nke m ka mma. Ọkwa ngwara gị agwa n'afọ bụ afọ bụ. Hallelujah. Thank you so much. I love you, Simon.
Thank you.
You are doing a nice job. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
We are solidly behind you. I remain Simon Ekpa's son. I always follow you and I will always love you forever. I've been removed of my duty. I was an IPO. I'm still an IPOB, but I was taking a very big position in IPOB because of this autopilot and Simon Ekpa.
Don't mind them. You are going to smile.
But I don't even.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
You are going to smile last. You're going to laugh last. Just watch and see.
When they were telling me Simon Ekpa has betrayed, Simon Ekpa is this, it came to this IPO, I told them the way to curtail this issue is not by fighting. When not HMF4 derail, he started first attacking Mazin Amdekan. Amdekan did not even respond. You as our leaders, what are you learning? You don't need to be attacking this man. Just do your work. It is left for Biafran to decide, to follow what is right. I'm telling them this. If Simon Ekpa really want to destroy IPOB, I'm telling you the path he is taking is really going to succeed. Because the way you people are following him is not the best way. You can't attack him first. You don't do that. What do you learn from our leader? When HMF4 was attacking our leader, he don't even respond. Because Biafrans were eager to hear the response from our leader, but Nnamdi did not even say anything. The same thing to Simon. I remember when Simon was telling them, stop attacking me, stop attacking. Everything happened to Biafrans. Today, they are telling us that we are deceived. We are still waiting for them. You are not deceiving us. It's the thing we need to hear. That is what we are hearing from you. That's why we are following you. Kudos, Simon. We love you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, Vam.
PM. I wanted to ask a question that somebody already asked, but let me rephrase it.
Okay.
It was about this Nzama thing, but not this Nzama people, but in Biafra land. What measures are we going to put in place to make sure that some of these terrible, figures doesn't rear their ugly heads in Biafra land, in the future? When I talk about Nzama this time, for example, some of the zoo students were trapped in Sudan, and one of our Biafran brother who has not yet understood that he is, serving the caliphate until his eyes will be open, provided his jet planes, and immediately the government provided 1.something billion. The 1.something billion grew legs and began to walk away, and Indian Zama took it and hijacked it. So what are we going to do to such Zama people that will want to hijack what the government have put in place to make things function? What are we going to do to them if they are caught?
I will assure you that there will be no room for Nzama. Our law, and again, I go to database system, we will lock everywhere. You can never have any Nzama room for Nzama. In fact, from the beginning, they will be thinking that it's business as usual. Let us do. But once they become scapegoat, and few thousands of people pay the price for the beginning of Biafra, others will learn. So there will be no room for Nzama people in Biafra land. Because we are going to lock everywhere from our laws, from the beginning, which come. So I am telling you the fact. you know, even Italy is what it is, but you know what is going on. You know, you see, once you put a very relevant laws that touches on all those loopholes that you are talking about now, it's not possible. If government release money for something, it will be accounted for. If 1 penny of it will be accounted for.
Exactly.
And that's what the credit database system does. So you don't release cash to people. It is going to be, transfer from bank to bank, and every penny used will be accounted for, and how the money is used and all that. So we're gonna put that in place. It's not just come and say you release 1.5 billion to do what.
Right.
So we are going to have those things in place. And if Biafra people are trapped anywhere, the government will provide evacuation team, just like every other nation is doing it. They don't have 2 heads. We have all one head. So if America can pull their people, we Biafra people can pull their people. If America uses helicopters to pull their people, we will use a helicopter to pull our people. If America uses an aeroplane to pull their people, we use an aeroplane to pull our people. So we adopt the same system and better than their own.
Correct.
So whatever America can do, we can do better, because most of the things that is propelling America today is coming from Africa, and most of them are coming from Biafra. So if they do something, we can do better than that.
Yeah, I have 2 other important questions, but to add up to the database, and by the grace of God, I will be communicating that with you later in private. I've got in touch with 2 powerful Biafrans that we are going to meet. They are well inclined. They are wizards with database, and they are going to be, flying in, and I will meet with them by the grace of God. They will improve more on what we have on ground. Yeah. And now we have people will be afraid, saying, how are we going to be able to, get people to come into the government of Biafra, knowing fully well that it is not going to be attractive like the zoo system or some corrupt system, because politics in Biafra, as you have said in the past, and our leader has said, we're going to make sure that politics is not like it is in the zoo. So how are people going to be motivated to serve, knowing fully well that they are not going to be making the kind of dubious and fraudulent gains that people make, but yet they will want to serve, like you will see in Europe here, in Finland, in other countries that are working, people coming into politics, but they don't get rich through the politics, but yet they come in and they are ready to serve. How are we going to make their friends come in and want to serve, like, because they are not yet used to that system?
Yes, I think we have actually achieved that even from exile. Are you not seeing it?
Exactly.
So is everybody getting paid? No. So we have actually achieved that. People are very enthusiastic, and they want to serve the country. They want to serve the nation and all that. So we've actually achieved that already. And so the foundational structure is what we have laid in exile. So we are going to take it back home. Even people back home, the homeland people, you see, everybody want to serve.
Yeah,
everybody's interested now to serve. Exactly. Everybody wants to serve in the government in exile. It has never happened before. You see people coming.
And they're even putting their money. They're putting their money to make sure it works.
Yes. So you see, so everybody wants to serve. Now, all of a sudden, everybody is coming from anywhere, from everywhere, from nowhere. And you see people that are well experienced, professionals from different fields and all that, those who have even contributed in building America and all that. They are coming. They are part of us, voluntarily coming to give their experience and serve Biafra. So that's something that should be encouraging to everyone. Okay, almost everybody have done tremendously very well in their own field, in their own endeavors, and now they are bringing that particular experience to the Biafra government in exile to serve. So we're going to see more of them in Biafra. So Biafra land is going to be, people are going to serve, and they serve. Like, we said it from the beginning that there are people who will just travel down to Biafra and say, please, I want to give my experience. Don't pay me for a while. Don't pay me for so that I want to serve. You can see that now in Biafra government in exile happening. Doctors, professors, and all that. So everybody is coming together to do something. And so I think we have actually achieved that, and if we can achieve that now, believe me, when we're going to have this nation, and see, people will be very proud to identify themselves with Biafra, you know, because our passport is going to be very good. We're going to make sure that when we go into a treaty, we use what we have to get what we want. What we want is that a Biafra citizen and the passport holder should be given access to any place you want to go and be treated with respect, you know, and that's what we're going for. We make good deals. We make good deals with nations, not all these kind of people, Janjaweed and the Normandic that doesn't know anything about agreement and treaties. They go and sit on the round table. Or the woman will speak English and they will just shake their head and leave the table. And then before you know it, to carry a green passport, they will arrest you at the airport because he was talking what he don't know about.
Thank you very much, my GM. The last one here is what are the structures we are going to have on ground to maintain and to ensure continuity of getting vibrant and lively talents that will keep this thing running continuously without stopping? Because in the system we are coming out from, every past government is always better than the new one. You know, there was never a continuity. So what's the structure we're going to have in to also avoid that Imamadu style of you know, my uncle is somewhere, my uncle is there, he will make a way for me, even though they are not qualified. But because their uncle is there, they want to, you know, go there and get that position. How do we maintain that continuity structure by getting talents that are, you know, qualified, capable to continue running the system?
Of course, that's exactly what we are also have done in the government so far. You know, we don't look face. If we see that we found you wanting, you know, it does not matter. We will relieve you of your duty, and somebody else comes in. So, and of course, we have not done any physical project, you know, at this point. But our plan is that it is going to be a continuity. We are not going to repeat anything from Nigeria. We are adopting systems from America, from Europe, Finland here, especially. We're going to adopt many things from this country because it is working and they are one of the best countries in the world. And here we practice the continuity that we have 10-year plan. So when you see the Biafra government in exile having 10-year plan of development of Biafra, that actually has solved that problem. Nigeria don't have those kind of things. Nigeria live in present, and that is the nomadic lifestyle. You know, they just want to live today, tomorrow, something like that. You know, so we're not going to live that kind of lifestyle. We're going to have 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years plan, and then we work towards it. So every government that, every representative or government that comes, you know, after 4 years, the next one, it continues because you are going to be working on the plan that the parliament has passed, you know, for the development of Biafra. So you follow that plan. You are not coming with your own. We are not going to have, you know, the governor of a county or the mayor of whatever to come and then say, this is what I'm planning for the city. No. The plan is going to be...
And destroy what the other one did.
No. The plan is going to come from the national. So, and it is going to be, and that is the only way to solve it. You cannot be planning and say you want to destroy this one and destroy that one. No, it is going to come from national, and it is going to come also from the people of the region or of the state where you are governing. So you have to carry them along. They have to follow to make decisions on what they want. You know, proposal will come from expert. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to do. They can contribute in telling them how it can be done and it will become better. And then it continues. That project continues. You cannot come and say, before you can come to change anything, it is going to go through a different process and a different procedure. And it will, you know, it means that what you are bringing on the table is going to be better.
Better than
what we have in the, you understand? And that must go through a lot of research and, you know, a lot of planning and research to convince the parliament that it is going to be better actually. And the reason we are not going to continue. So by going through that vigorous process, you know that for you to even come with the idea of changing it, you must have done a very thorough work, you know. And many people will rather want to continue than going to start wasting their time doing a thorough work that it will later be turned down. And you don't want to rule in Biafra land or lead in Biafra land and leave a legacy that, you know, will be haunting you and your family forever. So we're going to set that pace and understand that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, I'm going to end here. You're going to be the last person here. Alex, I will take you. Alex is here. You're welcome to the program, Alex.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prime Minister. I know you say you get 1 minute, 5 minutes left.
Yes, how is your friend?
Everybody's fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
Are they still shouting? Are they still wearing beret?
No more beret again, sir.
No more beret?
No, sir. Okay, my Prime Minister, I get just 2 questions since you want round up, but not to take your time.
Go ahead.
First question is this. As a Prime Minister, what kind of massive followers have you worked at? Do you like people that maybe anything you talk, they agree with you, or you like people who like say they would disagree with you with some kind of decision you make?
I like people that can also challenge and ask questions. And I like people that are very reasonable, that when they see a reasonable idea, they take it and will move on.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate for that one, sir.
Thank you.
Now, my second question, I see all the plans for Biafra, everything is good. Because exactly the kind of plans they make for Biafra, they enjoy most of them here in France. So my question is this: after the the coming government not go take some of your plans, they not go take and they repair the condemned Nigeria. So that one aside, they're different. I know they're not make use of our way. That one aside. But my important question is this: what of this Biafra now based on what they do now? As we know, as Nigeria government get criminal judge, criminal everything, and they can select Jagaban, select Adamwa, do everything. They cannot find case to use against Oyedu. Oyedu defeat them everywhere upon their criminal court again, not be international court. Now they refuse to allow Oyedu to go. Now my question is, if this government, this one Nigeria, refuse to allow Biafra go, and Biafra decide to go into war, as you as the Prime Minister, how long do you think Biafra will fight with Nigeria to gain their independence?
First of all, you know, in when you go to war, it's always unpredictable. But with the current state of Nigeria, I don't see us fighting more than 3 months. We're gonna give it to Nigeria in a very water way that you know that the world, and you remember that now there is a lot of shake-up all over the world. So 3 months sustained offensive will solve the problem. I don't think Nigeria can stand Biafra 3 months.
Yeah, I like this one.
Who is going to fight for them? They were going to bring people from Sudan and from
or the repeated Boko Haram.
Or the repeated Boko Haram. So they can't stand us. And it is not going to be business as usual or what happened in the 67 and 60. The Middle Belt will be out. Yorubas will be out. Hausas will be out. And that is the end. Believe me. The only thing they are looking for is for us to start and summon the courage and come out and declare Biafra. And you see every other person carrying their bag and running away. So we just want to puncture Nigeria very well until by the time we declare Biafra. If we're going to go by declaration, it's not going to take time. Just 3 months. 3 months of offensive, and that the whole story will end.
I like that one.
Nigeria can never sustain the second civil war. Believe me.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night, sir.
And you too. All right. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Martin and Dekano. May God bless Sondibuho and all of Duduwa agitators. May God bless Umwada and their husband. May God bless our media team and all of you. May God bless the advisory committee. May God bless Biafra government in Israel and all of you. Tomorrow we continue again on question and answer. Remember that this particular time we are now, the question and answer is very, very important because we have been able to teach for a very long time and people have a lot of questions in their mind and they want me to address those questions. So we're going to take this time to address those questions. So tomorrow, see you. Do not miss out. Thank you very much and good night from here.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who's doing a fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
And when we are saying we want to be free, it is not only Biafra that is going to be free this year. A lot of nations will break. Nigeria is going to break into pieces, and we, the Biafra people, are going to make it possible. I am telling you now, it is not a hidden thing. It is going to happen this year. Those of you who are planning to have a nation in 2023, which is next month, you are going to fail.